Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at KOURT times KYLIE Cosmetics new collab. I'm so excited to share this with you all. If you want to see how these products work, make sure you keep on watching. And I just received my order from KYLIE Cosmetics. Courtney is my absolute favorite Kardashian, so it was kind of a no-brainer that I was going to pick up something from this collection. What I did choose to pick up was the green palette, and it comes with the colors Mace, Slob Kebab, Matcha, and Heartless. Now, I don't know what these colors mean because I didn't look at the interview or anything. But here's how the palette looks on the inside. Kind of cute, huh? The reason why I picked this one is because I missed out on KYLIE's holiday collection, so I figured what better time to get those colors that I wanted, because these were very similar than now when she's collabing with her sister Courtney. And these are some colors that I felt like I was missing from my own collection for a holiday season. That's why I'm looking like Christmas right about now. Now, here are the colors swatched on my hand. These are lackluster. And the matte formulas are definitely better than the shimmer formulas. The last thing I got with the set was this in mini. Now, I would not prefer a lip gloss of this color on my skin tone just because it looks, you know, a little too bright for my taste. But if I was wearing a more neutral eye, I could definitely work with this color. I got it in the color Mini. It's the one that came with the green set, hence why the cap is green as well. So I'll walk you through what I kind of did to get this look, and you'll be able to see it. So I went with a lighter color to shape out my brow with concealer, just because I was concerned about this color. I was concerned about Mace, which is that grayish color. I didn't think that it would show up, but I started with that color to kind of transition with, and then I went in with my MAC Amber x9 palette, which is an all-time favorite of mine, and I used the color KOURT to blend in with Matcha, I think it's called, no, with Mace, just to take the grayness out of it. It was a little bit too gray for my skin tone, so I did mix those two just to transition that bright concealer color out. The next thing that I took was the, I guess it's called Heartless. I took Heartless and put that on the lid. Now, as you will see, this color is kind of disappointing. I thought it would be definitely a little bit more brighter and a little less chunky, but this shimmer shade is definitely really dry and a bit crumbly. So that shade, like I said, was a little bit disappointing, and you know, this is what I bought the collection for, was for that green and red. So, you know, it's not the best. I mean, it's definitely not terrible, but it doesn't live up to the hype to me, especially when KYLIE swatches looked a lot better than what mine looked like. So I don't know. But then I went back to my MAC Amber x9 and used the color Aromatic, which is like a deep grayish brown color, and I smoked out the eye just a tad bit. I used my MAC like liner brush to kind of place that pigment there first, then I blended it out, added more, blended it out, just to build it up slowly so it didn't get too dark around the ends. So yeah, that's what I did. And then after blending that out, I used the color, I think Slob Kebab, which is the red color in the green palette, and I used that on my waterline, and then I went back in and blended and shaded that in just to make that color really rich. Now that I have completed the look, I wish I would have used the red as a main color on the lid, just because it's so pretty and the green wasn't as beautiful as, you know, I thought it would be. I wished I would have used the red all across the lid and did another look, but whatever. I tried to use this palette solo, but like I said, that color Mace, which is like that grayish color, it just didn't suit my skin tone well enough for me to use it, the palette alone. So I did have to pick up that MAC palette to kind of bring this look all together. In the inner corner of my eyes, I used that last shade Matcha, which is definitely a pretty highlight color. I wish I would have put some on my brow, but I didn't. Matcha's formula is definitely different from the green. It's a lot more creamier and less dry than the green. So I don't really know what that's about. Like, y'all tell me, like, what's going on, Kylie, because that the texture of Matcha is just a lot better than Heartless. And it just is what it is. So lastly, I popped on some lashes and some eyeliner. And I used NYX's Worth the Hype Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara, which I did receive from a company. And yeah, it was pretty good. It's my first time using it, so I was actually surprised with it. I don't know how much this costs, but of course I got it in the color black, and it was actually pretty good. Lastly, I applied the lip, which, like I said earlier, was definitely not a color that I would normally reach for. It seems kind of bright for me, but yeah, it's definitely comfortable. I think it's a satin, I believe it's a satin formula, so it feels matte and looks matte, but it doesn't feel as dry as your normal mattes would, which I appreciate, because sometimes those ultra dry mattes, even though they don't transfer or anything, they can take a toll on your lips. It just makes you feel like you're in the desert. It is transferable. I just did a kiss test and it was some that came off, but like I said, I'll sacrifice the transferability for a more comfortable lip. Yeah, it seems to show a lot of line in my lips. But being honest, I would probably put a gloss on top of this. I probably wouldn't just wear it raw like this, just because this color, girl, it's just, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but I'm pretty sure that this is kind of bright. If Mini is your type of color, I would definitely recommend it. But I would have to say that I don't actually recommend the green palette, you guys. I think it's just the quality of that green shade really brings down the palette. I mean, that's what you get it for. You get it for that pop of color, and that pop of color is just ever so lacking. I will put down below a link to both of these items so you guys can pick them up. Guys, so that's all that I have for you this video. Look out for some other stuff later on this week. And as always, I will see you next video.